My Gavan and Melonin, and well met indeed. I'm Arachir Galadurthan, and welcome back to Warhammer 2 Total War, the other way around. I get it wrong every single time. As we continue on as Ivresse in dealing with Eltharion's campaign against the Greenskins. Now, the Greenskins are out of the game, and things in the east, whilst taking a little bit of a turn for the worst, are on the up. Eltharion is back in command of a mighty army that is dealing with the Skaven like they are gnats to be swatted. Simple twigs before the flame, and we shall reclaim the Dragonborn mines and Bitterstone mine, whereupon we shall then border our firm allies in the Dwarves, who have got Black Crag now, and then we can hit Clan Eshin, who are giving us grief. But Clan Eshin are also now getting schooled in the ways of war by the Lizardmen of Krogar's campaign, the last defenders coming up from the south, who we shall eventually get on good terms with. So the east isn't going too badly, and I'm hoping we are now we're on the other side of the mountain. We've crested the ridge of the worst point of the campaign, if you will, and we're rolling down the side of ease. Now, turning to our own lands, though, this is where the problems arise, because we have an army over here under Lúthien, which is a good and powerful army. Lúthien is there with Beren, and they are claiming the lands of Mousillon in order to shut down the raids we've had from Mousillon. But Mousillon are not a threat, they are a nuisance. And of course the real threat comes in the form of the Dark Elves. The Druchi, who are coming from Nagarond in numbers. There are 3 more full banner armies in the ocean coming. There's Admiral Cammering over there and they're called Black Arcs, aren't they? Which looks like a floating rock, to be honest. They're all heading down. Now, Nagarond only has this sort of area here, but Clan Rictus have got these regions where you can't see the towns. So Nagarond obviously is powerful, though. They have the entirety of the north, so I'm well aware of the threat they pose, which is large. However, to our east, Mousillon does not pose a threat. So this is all a very long-winded way of me saying I'm bringing Lúthien back because we cannot afford to lose her, to lose Ivresse. Well, I mean, we can, because we've got the lands over here, but we don't want to lose Ivresse, is the point I'm trying to make rather long-windedly. So I've been doing some thinking, and she is coming back. I'm going to pull her back to Ulthuan, and she'll deal with the Druchi. If we lose Mousillon and Leonesse to the inevitable rebellions, so be it. And if we lose them to Mousillon themselves from Castle Artois or Gisero, then so be it as well. That is fate. However, I am hoping that in time, with the vampire counts so distracted in the east by the onset of the game's best player, second best player, Thorgrim Grudgebearer, I'm hoping that with Manfred von Karstein tied up in the east, the Reichland will be able to return to glory in its true heartlands, and then start putting pressure on, which means we're not too bothered about the old world, is again is a short way of saying what I'm getting into there. So, when we come to end our turn, Beren and Lúthien will return. Something that we can do, no, I did think I said cancel there actually, game. Something that I of course can do if I had the money is perform a rite that would stop me taking any form of attrition. But, no, actually, that seems to be an Elithanar, or possibly just a general high elf only, and ours is replaced with a Ladriel, which I've just realised. Now, if I do the invocation of Ladriel, then our enemies will suffer greatly, so it does seem to be worth doing on the next turn, because the mists now cover every region of Ulthuan at least, and I think indeed any region we own. So basically everyone takes attrition if they march through our lands, which is only going to help us, and it slows them down, and it gives them less leadership. So yes, we're going to do that on the next turn with the money we're going to get. But I thought we did get an attrition reducing right, but it seems that that's either a high elf general only or it's an Elithanar only, because I know that I got it with Elithanar because I used it quite a lot. We've got Deathmaster Snicketch in Athel Tamarha, where he is going to remain. I'm not letting him go back to Eshin. But right now, unless I can move Eltharion, which I don't believe I can. No. Yes, I can. We're moving on Dragonborn Mines, where we shall find the Skaven.
Avenge Tor Ivresse.
And Snicketch the Mad, another variation of Snicketch, of Snitchkitch. Stupid names. Let's just all agree collectively now, as one, united, they have stupid names. And as with the stupid armies they bring to the field, we will wipe them out. Eltharion has not spent now countless years honing his craft against the forces of the undead, the greenskin scourge, and now the Skaven, to be beaten by a mad wizard. calling him a wizard is doing him far more of a service than he is due. I assure you. I really like that pun. I'm sorry, everyone. We are the Asa. You can say it assure, and it sounds like assure. It's silly when I explain it, but there it is. As I explained in episode number 1, and has been honed even more readily recently with the Skyrim grandmother lady, Shirley, recently taking a break from YouTube for people basically telling her how to play. Something that I feel quite confident in myself is that no matter what you all suggest, I will always play how I play. And if it turns some people off, so be it. It turns some people off. But I'm just not one for varying up a play style or trying to min-max. That's a better way of explaining it. I just hate micro and I hate min-maxing. I never do it. It takes away my enjoyment of the games, so I'm never going to implement it. So I was just saying that as I started this entire campaign off some time ago by letting you all know that I'm playing this campaign for fun and for my own enjoyment, and less for your enjoyment, which sounds quite paradoxical for YouTube, but there it is. It is true, and it remains true now as it did with episode number 1. But I am really enjoying it, I have to say. I am definitely in the camp of people who thinks that Warhammer 2 is a fantastic addition to the game. And I think particularly because beasts have been introduced in such a brilliant way. When I think of mods for Medieval 2, for example, we can speed this up as the enemy's just sort of dilly-dallying. When I think of mods for Medieval 2 that add dragons or add lizards and great eagles, Reforged recently added great eagles, or I don't know if they recently did, but I recently learnt that they had eagles. And I see the way that they're implemented in Medieval 2, and I just think this is awful. I appreciate why people add them to Medieval 2, but in-game, they just look terrible. And of course, any historical title just won't have those kind of beasts or great heroes that you get in Warhammer as well. I must say, though, that I'm less interested in the great heroes. I don't care as much for having these people that can turn a battle entirely on their own. I am all for them being good commanders and you being able to utilize their significant knowledge, but I do not like that they then become absolute masters on the field and they are nigh on unstoppable. I just think that's just unpractical. I don't care how great a general you may be or how much armor you're wearing. Every now and then, someone's going to get a lucky shot on you, and that's just the way life goes. So, I would rather that the generals... I'm happy for them to have the army empowering features, but I'd much rather that they fought a little less like demigods on the actual battlefield. That appears to be a Rattling gun team, but we've got the Jezzails. Turin's going to go and deal with them.
Guided by waystones.
Our armies move. Right, so let's just slow it down and let's get the charge bonus for all of you because you are anti-infantry killers. There's no point having you standing in a line doing nothing. You guys can all hold the line though. And archers, is there something we want you all to target? I'd like those warp grinders down. I'm not sure how good or bad warp grinders are, but I'd want them out. And then if you could hit those rattling guns, and if you could hit those rattling guns, and Eltharion the Grim,
Shadow Warriors, as you say.
You're curling around. Those Shadow Warriors have taken a right pounding, but someone has to take a pounding in these battles.
Blood and vengeance.
Let's get Eltharion involved now, shall we?
We will obey.
Our Faith Bearers have fought. Our Faith Bearers are absolutely fantastic. Ah, there's Deathglow Bombardiers there. I know, target them. Change up, target them.
It will be done. Understood.
Eltharion's got them running away. Turin's got them running away. Come for the rattling gun. Come for the rattling gun.
Draw back.
Who's running away? Oh, Silvering Guard. No. Oh, it's from some assassin character. And those swords over there are doing well. You're getting attacked by... You're getting attacked and you're getting it. We're all getting attacked. Come back.
Eltharion.
I am ready.
Turin, go back in. The enemy has come back again. The enemy comes back in all Total War titles, but there's just something about the way they come back in Warhammer that really doesn't sit well with me, and I couldn't tell you for what it is. But, right, Eltharion, let's get you back over here.
Shadow Warriors, without fail. Kill them.
Doomflayer's a nuisance.
To battle.
Don't have anything that I can really deal with that other than Silver and Guard.
For Eltharion!
I fight
Oh,
for
Eltharion, you
Yvresse.
could deal with it actually, couldn't you?
Shadow warriors!
Shadow Warriors, keep running away. Turian, and yeah, finish those off because they're just a pain in the neck. Where is Eltharion?
Avenge the
Ah,
Lord
perfect, he's coming in.
without hesitation.
Once you get in, we shall empower your strikes, and the enemy will fear every single thing about you. Alright, you guys target that.
It will be done.
You guys target that. You can hit that assassin. Yeah, I'm not too bothered about the wizard, to be honest. Just get more of you to hit him.
To the fray!
You three, don't worry about them, they're running away. Most of their army... Oh, they're routing, it's over. And they can't actually rout anywhere, but we want to capture him, so let's just fight until he's caught. Yes. And end the battle. Now, we took more losses than I would have liked there, to be honest, but there were a lot of them. I mean, they're going to get some kills. But we replenish relatively quickly, because Eltharion is a fantastic lord. And I really like Eltharion. I can get behind Eltharion. I hate greenskins. He hates greenskins. He's got a cool-looking osprey, someone suggested on the flag, and I like the flag a lot. He's proud, he's noble, he's honourable. All traits that I look for when I play any form of game where you have even a smidgen of role-playing, or at least a character to get behind.
Waystone maintenance is expensive.
Oh, well, let's do that one because we get 10%.
Eltharion.
And another Skaven sits in our jails with the rest of them dying a death
The
for the
Warden
ages.
of Tor Yvresse.
Right, what am I actually doing with you at the moment, sir? Merchant Lord, Elven Scholar, Elven Healing. Elven Healing's not bad because they get our army quicker, get our army back quicker. That gives our shielded units armor. See, I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that. I'm going to turn back to the blue line in just a moment, though. Trust me. Now, as people have pointed out, that only gives leadership to him himself. So it isn't all that worthwhile when I haven't had any trouble of him running away at all. So those are wasted points, really. And thank you, Jamali, for your ongoing advice and assistance. It is welcome and appreciated. And you pointed out that is worthless, to be honest. Now, if he sits in there for at least a turn, we'll get at least an army good enough to take Bitterstone Mine. But then we've got to venture into the Marshes of Madness once again and put down the Eschen in Morkheim. All the while, Hyphalia is finally taking the fight to those stunted rats and heading out to hit them. Oh, we've got money. We've got money. We've got money. So we're Ladrialing to stop the Druki. Perfect. Do we want to do any other right? No, you can't, can you? You have to wait 5 turns to do other rights. You may as well upgrade, and I'd rather that one went up. No, do I want to do that? I don't think I do. Tor Yvresse, no, yes, definitely get your warded walls. And if you two can upgrade those, that gives us more money.
Time is of the essence. We shall
And
not
you
rest.
do
Entering the
get back to
city.
Leonesse as fast as you can. And then I'm going to sail you down. I'm going to accept that Akare or Kothic and Trace are both gone. That we're probably going to lose them. But if we can get back and hold the line at Yvresse, I'll take that. Eataine don't really have any enemies at the moment because the Cult of Pleasure have been soundly kicked off of the island and pose little recurring threat yet. So Eataine is putting all of their military might, one hopes, into claiming Anlek from the undead, and then they will help us with the Druki. So we don't stand alone. The campaign's not over, and our exploits in the east should prove relatively successful. I'm not really bothered about growth. I really couldn't care less about growth, actually, because we don't have the capital province, and we're never going to be able to confederate with the border princes. So that holds little wealth to us. But once you actually do start to know the game, and I feel like I'm in a good position in terms of knowledge, specifically of the High Elves, but also of the Empire, I feel like the game really does open up into a far more entertaining adventure. I harken back to 2 years ago when I first did a Warhammer campaign, to Creative Assembly I owe a great debt of thanks because I have only put about £12 into this game, Warhammer 1, and all of the DLCs because I was given the first games entirely for free. And I did a video to promote Warhammer, and back then I knew nothing, and I remember basically rage quitting from the game because an agent absolutely annihilated me and I was having none of it. And by that I mean I acted like a child and had
A strong leader is needed.
I'm fighting this because I want to see what the battle's like. I had a tantrum. But now that I actually know the game, and I feel like agents have possibly been dumbed down a bit, agents don't seem to be as good as they were at one time. And now I just thoroughly enjoy it. So there we are. Now, we're fighting this battle map, which I have it on good authority from Legend of Total War, that this is one of the worst battle maps, because the walls are particularly hard to defend. But this is supposed to be like the Khazad-dûm of the Warhammer world. It's meant to be some grand defensive location. They could save this battle map with one simple tweak. Put the town square at the end of that bridge. Problem solved. No more fiddly-faddling around in the middle. We aren't going to win this. There's absolutely no way in hell's high heaven that we're ever going to win this. Even if we got the towers on side, I don't think it'll do anything. But we might as well at least try and kill as many as we can.
Orders received.
So, if everyone come off the walls for now.
Spearmen.
And what is coming in over there? Oh, big uns. Well, you might as well get use of the towers, mightn't you?
Archers.
If you stand you half and half, you should be able to capture 2 towers at
Shall be
once.
done.
And then you archers come and get these towers on board.
As you say.
No, that tower won't help us, but that one will. And then we'll pull back to the town square, I expect, in due course. We won't fight on the walls. But are we catching more than one tower at once? Yes, capturing quite a few at once. Quite a few at once. And as expected, they're not really very good. It's not really going to change the game up or anything. Hit those orc boys at the back. Oh yeah, hit those orc boys at the back. Over on this side. Orc boy big uns. Doom diver catapults. Ah. No, I don't think it's worth shooting those. It's not worth shooting anything because their whole army will replenish. But then counterattack will sweep through here. I only fought this because I wanted to see what type of battle map it used. And I'm thoroughly disappointed, to be honest. We are grossly outnumbered. You may even say disgustingly outnumbered.
We will obey. We advance.
Get every archer back. Pull them back. Spearmen.
Forward. Loyal.
Spearmen. 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 Spearmen.
As you say. Acknowledge.
2 of you. Angle yourselves like that.
We go.
2 of you. Angle yourselves like that. I can't imagine that they're going to flank around there. I mean, they probably will. It just doesn't matter. As I already said, we're not going to win this. This is folly. This is all folly. But we killed at least some of them. We did the orcs a little bit of a service before we went down. I think you probably should turn because that army over there is standing still and not doing anything. And likewise, you guys might as well turn and shoot anything that comes. If they're all going to come down the middle, we'll take it. They're not all coming down the middle. They're not all coming down the middle. They are flanking all the way round. Oh, AI.
Sinner.
How I hate thee.
Eltharion guides us. Understood. It will be done.
No, don't do that. You get a charge defense. Hold your ground. You guys stop shooting at the ones coming from the back.
Lacoy. Understood.
And also don't bother with those. Just shoot those over there.
Ancestors.
It will take a miracle for us to actually win this. And there we are. At least we hit those. I mean, our defensive line is holding.
Attack.
I'd love to shoot their general, who is just swanning around in the middle of nowhere. But it would take a lot to bring him down, and I don't think it's worth the arrow fire.
For order.
Ah, bugger.
Spearmen. For duty. Asur. Move.
Get them over there. Go, 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 go. Come on, run. Run, you slow moving.
Archers. Without fail. We away.
Hold your ground. Shields down, shields down. Oh, they
To the fray.
backed away, the cowards.
Archers. To the fray.
Target those.
By your command.
Target those. Point blank now. Give them everything. Give them everything. Over the top. That's nice. And they've hit them. Ah, bugger. And they got hit in the back. And they're getting
It will
smashed.
be done. Archers. Weapons ready.
Turn targets onto them. You guys keep bringing them down. How are you doing at the back?
Spearmen.
Slaughtering them. Nice. Come out of defensive mode. Kill as many as you can.
Yes.
And come and help over here as you are freed up.
Loyal. We go. Usher, attack. Orders received.
You hit the goblin archers over there, actually. You guys are going to have to fight in melee. There's no way around it.
Orders received.
You'll get support from them. They have lost just almost bang on 400 people, and we have lost almost bang on 400 people. So no, this despite my attempts, there's nothing that can be done here. It is just a slow matter of time. For every unit that I think, brilliant, that's another unit dead, they've got about 5 in reserve. Even though the bulk of their army in the centre here is now routing. It matters not.
Sinner. For Eltharion.
Don't worry about those archers.
Pull back.
How are we doing here?
Seal.
Keep firing on them. Oh, our archers are routing. They've broken them. Oh, no, Callie, go outside. Oh, it ended. It ended. It ended. Or did I accidentally just end it by clicking a button? Was that because of the cat? She constantly climbs on my monitors. It's so annoying. She leans on them. She doesn't climb on them. I'd never let her climb on them. I'm fiercely pedantic with protecting my electronics. If you treat things nicely, they will survive longer. That's just how life works. Eithanor, you did fantastically well, and you made them pay 2 orcs per elf. Excellent display of command and strength, sir. Torakare is under attack. Sacrifice to Mathlan has been performed by the Cult of Pleasure, which I assume allows them to cross rivers with little losses. The Dragonborn mines can repair, you might as well do that. And I'd be tempted to get walls, but no, I'm going to get a plaza and then move on the Bitterstone mine, which holds no threat whatsoever.
Waystone.
We'll lose an occupy as well because we need money.
Duty is
Sheridan has upgraded. That's fantastic. So today is the first day that I started doing the reading for the Sheridan to Rumbar lore video that you may or may not have already seen on the channel, depending on when this 13th episode goes up. So I find it fascinating or pleasing that he is the general, the lord there. Right, Eltharion, if you would, you're going to stay there for a turn, which is good because that will give you full replenishment, and then we'll move you on Morkheim.
The city is crumbling.
And can I get the Skaven building in a tier 3? Ah, yes, we can. Oh, look, you can upgrade. And you. And I think Ivres will be able to upgrade that one. Perfect. Avalon doesn't like us, but we can finally put some money into improving Avalon. I think that'll be worthwhile. And in the southern Badlands... Ah, Manway's Gate. Manway's Gate stands able to upgrade. Manway's Gate is on the front. Hold on, where's Gorgazan? Gorgazan already has walls. So we've already given it the best we can. If Gorgazan falls, we lose so many military buildings here. I think an embassy might be best. It'll improve the wealth from Nortralinia. And give a faction-wide boost to trade. I mean, it's worthwhile, isn't it? We could even probably build another one, but I won't. I will get... Is there a building... Oh, you could give us salt flats in... Oh, of course, yes. We've been here before. This is our region. But for the moment, we will go and take Death Gorge with Ophilia's somewhat weakened army.
Be prepared.
There'll be Skaven here. There are. And even though we are lesser, we will take it from Slickin. Slitchin. I don't care what he's called. It matters not what name they bear when they walk the earth. When they are buried beneath it, they are all the same. Dead. We will absolutely smash them. And again, I'm quite perplexed as to how the auto-resolve thinks this will be anything other than an overwhelming victory. But again, there's no point attacking them because they'll attack us. It's the only cheese that I really allow myself is to abuse the fact that they are incredibly bloodthirsty. But she's got a nice little army, to be honest. If we can get full replenishment going on this, it'd be even nicer. And she, of course, herself, Ophilia, launches firebombs at her foes. If you're interested where Ophilia comes from, it is a feminized version of Hephaestus, which is an alternate version of Hephaestus, who of course is the Greek version of Vulcan, or rather, Vulcan is the Roman version of Hephaestus. And he is, of course, the Smith of Heaven. And he also has a cool-ass name. Interesting that they've targeted melee units with their clan rats. No archers again. Don't shoot them. Shoot them. Bring down what you can. You, let's get you involved. We don't need to be at ×6 anymore. Hit those clan rats.
Observe my radiance.
Skaven slave singers. If you could go and deal with the warlock himself, and you guys, let's flank you around and get you ready, because you are anti-infantry. Archers, I want mass targets. Mass fire, sorry, rather. Bring down those. Move the line forward. The eagle's involved. Pull the eagle out. Oh, actually, eagle, if you stay on those Skaven slave singers, then the white lions will get involved. And if we make all the archers give one volley on those Skaven slave slingers, let's move you around the side.
As you say, to battle. For order.
A prudent position.
Ah, the slingers are running away.
Witness
Give them a volley.
true magic.
And then make yourself... well, that increases power reserves. That's pretty cool. Boost them. They're being attacked on both fronts.
My power.
The eagle's running away. Let's use that on our archers.
Understood.
Might as well.
At pace.
Unlimited power.
Acknowledged. By Eltharion. To the
Pull
front.
back.
I summon the wind.
Move the archer line forward.
Setting
We've
forth.
got to deal with their ranged units. Always a pain in the neck.
Swiftly.
She's going in to do the fireball.
Witness true magic.
Now, elves, let's put down their melee forces. I use that word with disgust and derogatorily. In a derogatory fashion. Derogatorily is not a word.
Magic's unleashed.
Archers, good job. Now target those instead, because she won't survive 2 seconds if she stays in melee.
Archers.
Our forces are dealing with their commander. Remember, with our army is now benefits from... Oh no, that's him alone, isn't it? We lose the martial prowess when we have less than 50%, which means this army, having started with less than 50%, goes into the battle at a disadvantage. The warlock is doing that well. It doesn't really matter. They're in a city, so they all die. Decisive victory. Well done, men. We lost 193. I thought we lost more than that, actually. But it just goes to show how pathetically terrible at fighting these Skaven are. 618 of their 1001 deployed. It's like a grimdark version of Dalmatians, isn't it? I noticed from a video
One prevails.
the other day that Warhammer 40,000 have rebranded their logo, and as expected, the fan base is up in arms. How dare they? They cry from their rooftops.
Master of high magic.
How dare they?
Master of
Right, so
high
Violet,
magic.
if you would, replenish for a time, but well done on taking Death Watch. I think we should all just take a brief moment to congratulate her on this success, because it is well-founded.
We are ill at ease.
And as we say, our time over here in the east is now turning around, almost exclusively thanks to the coming lizardmen, I have to say, who kind of want a non-aggression, but aren't 100% set yet that they are going to actually agree to it. But we're close. If I remember, which I should do, we'll hold money back and we'll get non-aggression with them in a moment. We are desperately, however, trying to
I will
keep
hear your plea only because I must.
these people on
Folly.
side. If we can get anyone who is allied to the Thegans errantry to like us,
Vile filth.
then we can get them to stop going to
Only
war
the
with us.
Grail
Ah,
companions
yes!
of old could
Yes!
tell.
Well, Thegans errantry, you've saved my life and then some. I thank you very much for this peace treaty. Together we shall stand against the foe.
We stand
Is that
ready
Mousselon?
for action.
Jacqueline Savier. Ah, no, that's Baston.
Standing by.
If you could just take to the seas and just get yourself back down to a tour of rest. Don't go through Torcoralia. Although if you got there in time, you might be able to hold them off.
Absurd.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll judge it in a moment. Yes, Toranlek has fallen to Eotane, so they can put all their attention quite nicely into the Dark Elves, which is what we wanted. And our buildings, otherwise, so it's, without having another army, of course, we gained a lot of money, but I don't want another army yet. I want to max out her army first, see where we are. But then another army over there is better than improving what Hephilia has, because she's only our secondary down here. What is Death Gorge? Cradtomen and Karakazgal and the Misty Mountain, Ihefeiglir, which is already held by the Lizardmen, which is nice. Karakazgal is there and Cradtomen is there, so we'll get both of those. And we might head back over and get Karak 8 Peaks, but I'd much rather that it went to Karazakarak, if I'm honest. They're sitting around doing nothing.
All here.
And they don't want a military alliance, but we are really trusted friends. If they were elves, we would be confederating right now.
Prince Eltharion.
But I'm not too concerned about Nagaron's invasion, but if I can oust Nagaron from Ulthuan, we can then hopefully... I mean, ideally what I would love is to get Eotane to confederate with me. But it's not going to happen anytime soon. And there goes Toracade. But if Eotane could start chipping away at their numbers, that'd just be brilliant. Particularly when they're splitting themselves up like this. And as long as the mists keep knocking them down, and they have pulled away from Koruali, which doesn't sound like a very elven name to me with the rest of the names they have. I might well rename that, I think, because I'd rather it was something I can pronounce. Pirates of Sartosa have been destroyed. An ambusher has been discovered. We're not worried about that. They looted it, the bastards. Where are you, King Nectanebo? Far away, not interested in you. Musalon has been attacked. Deloria's ready. We're going to have a rebellion in Leonesse. That's totally expected. They hate our guts. But as I said, we are going to look at Clan Eshin, who are at war with the Last Defenders, who we are going to pay to get on board. You 3,000, and you said no. To be honest, I want this non-aggression with them to start really getting good relations. I'm happy to pay more. Gods above. You're at war with the two nations that I'm at war with, and then you have no relations with anyone else. So just get on board, guys. I don't want to have to pay you 7,000 gold coins for a non-aggression pact. No, I'm just not... no, if you're not... Screw you. Let's influence them instead. And we'll get them that way. Intrigue at the court. Last Defenders. Ah, look, it's cheap as chips to influence you. Yeah, we'll bolster you up. Such a useful technique. Such a useful tactic.
Behold.
And Nortralinia can go up, or Manway's Gate can finally get a second tier. Let's just do both. What the hey. Nord of Rest could upgrade, but we don't really need that there. One or two, or both, or all. We don't need growth again. Let's upgrade that there.
The Warden of Tor Ivres.
I'm not overly concerned about them. They have a single province and one army. I just said province with a poor R. Apologies for that.
Duty is
No, I'm moving in on Morkheim. I'm tired of this Skaven, and if we can pincer them, which we're doing very nicely.
Sorcerer.
Now, Death Gorge is going to hate me. Oh, you don't need growth. Growth is such a useless building. If I can get you to head back to Manway's Gate.
Gifted advisor.
Don't worry too much about Death Gorge hating us, because you're going to head back. We're going to replenish your army. If I said that strangely. We're going to replenish your army. And then we'll move from there. We can't actually recruit anything here other than archers and spearmen cavalry, because I'm tempted to put an army in there just so that we can hold it.
Loyal
I just don't think it's actually necessary.
If you will it.
Oh, that really hates us.
Defender of the
Loves us
Acid.
now, though. But then they're only going to bring all three of their armies together, aren't they? They can reach it in one go. They can't reach it, so we haven't got to worry about them. They can't reach it. And perhaps... Well, we'll see what happens. They can't all reach it in a turn. And we'll get a bit of replenishment. Oh, we haven't got any money. What did I just build? Take that away. Take that away. And Manway's Gate. No, I'd like all those things to build. So you've got 2,000. You can do something with 2,000, can't you, Lúthien?
Ready for action.
Oh, you've got such awful options. Now, we've got plenty of money. Upkeep's not the issue here. Time is the issue. It's got to be one of these ones that's only going to take a turn. We really should have made Tor Ivres a recruitment centre in light of just how the world works. I don't really want those chariots. How much they cost? 387. I'm going to. I'd also really like to swap those archers out for Lúthien Sea Guard, because whilst, yes... Oh, no, look, the Lúthien Sea Guard are actually just straight up better archers. They just have a slightly less range. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the... I want to train 4, so we can get rid of 2 of those for now.
Ready.
Oh, bugger. What else is building? The salt flats in Nortralinia. You can wait a turn. You can wait. Oh, hang on. Do you take 2 turns to build? Let's just stop that one. Troops are more important than upgrading a backwater province.
What would you have of me?
If we don't get attacked, you'll get a nice full army, and that will serve us now. Well, I know we want more sisters, really, but I can't wait 4 turns for troops. That's just folly. That's absolute folly. And that's going to rebel against us. I am so tempted to pop her back in. But she'll increase our... But we have 4,000 available, even after we've got her.
Entering the city, Lady of the Phoenix Court.
And we can get 3 units. But then we won't get attacked, will we? They'll wait. They always wait. Let's get some spearmen first. I think that will serve. That is a good idea, because if we can hold this place, we'd like to, because we don't really want Musalon doing anything. And if we weaken Musalon, maybe the people here will kick up a fuss and get involved. The Bretonnians aren't doing very well at all. Let's just take another moment to look through. Oh, you kind of want it. If I can get you on board as well, I would not say no. Yes! Welcome, Teclis! A wise choice, sir. Who are you at war with? The Awakened and Clan Pestilence, both southern peoples. You're trading with Itza, which is good. That'll put you on allies eventually. You don't like me at the moment. That's not surprising. Eotane loves me. Eotane, are you feeling a confederation? No, of course not. Oh, what did they just say and what did I just do? Oh, I don't know what I did again. Who have I just gone to war with? Who was added to that? Skeggy. Oh, no, that's dropped my reliability again, hasn't it? Oh, for God's sake. Galu, stop clicking buttons. Sorry, everyone. I've accidentally lowered our reliability, which we've spent ages trying to claw back up by accidentally going back to war with the Skeggy. And Eotane, I wanted to confederate, and you countered with no, but go to war with someone. That's not cricket.
Valiant lord. The lady grants you safe passage in these lands.
Could I pay you any money, or did I pay that to the other people? I paid that to the other people.
No.
None of these like me. Knights of the Flame particularly dislike me. Baston is improving. Oh, Baston, we might get some. No. Right, are we doing anything? What's the Eltharion up to? You are on your way to Morkheim, yes. Let's see what they do, shall we?
Only sons.
If need be, we can kill one of our prisoners. But the Athel Tamara thing, it doesn't... I don't think the Athel Tamara thing is fleshed out quite well enough, would be my official sort of outlook or review of Eltharion's unique feature. It doesn't need a drastic overhaul to play as certain factions. This is something that I've discovered from as being a modder for so long. Is factions don't need drastic, unique overhauls that make them totally stand out from everyone else. Sometimes it's just enough to be that type of faction. People will play the High Elves whether or not Eltharion has this system or not. But I think if you do put one in, there is then the onus on you to ensure that what you've put in is worthwhile. And in that regard, that's where I think it has fallen down. Because I don't think Athel Tamara is really anything special or all that worthwhile. Sorry, I've said while in a really weird way there. I don't actually talk like that. I'm not a totally stuck-up snob. I'm not a stuck-up snob in any way. That made it sound like I am a little bit. I don't think I am anyway. But anyway, we're going to have to attack them. We'll do that in a moment. But fortunately, they didn't attack us over here. Do we think we can chance our arm? No, if we're replenishing, that's all we really want at the moment. Eotane, the Druchi have divided themselves between yourself and myself, which gives us an absolutely golden opportunity to divide and conquer. And I trust I can count on you when the time is right to do just that. But down here, before we take Morkheim, we will just have to nip back and deal with Crooked Moon.
the
I don't want to lose Bitterstone Mine again, so let's just move over and kill them. It's only a few extra turns.
warden.
Yeah, go on, move quickly. There's nothing coming. There's no
rest,
enemies around.
no
Let's get you
weakness.
back down there. Ah, and you've boosted again. I would like Elven Scholar, please, to speed up our... I'm going to max out Elven Scholar now. Some of you will cry, why would you put Elven Scholar on Eltharion? And again, to you I say, why not?
Do you know who I am?
Thegan's Errantry.
Welcome to
I know you don't
fair
like me because I am
Britannia,
allied with
Commonwealth.
peoples that you are deathly at war with. But I think, given some monies, you may be agreeable. No. How about we take off the trade then? People don't like trade. No, you just don't like me. You just straight up don't like me. We'll have to work on you later.
What?
We don't want peace with them because it will get Eotane against us.
One rug.
Their strength rank is now 3. Nagarond are now number 1. Who's number 2 then? Is it me? No, I'm 14. Blow my own trumpet a little too soon there. There they are. Sylvania are number 2. I could have just clicked strength rank, couldn't I? Gallu, you are such a moron sometimes. Clan Skryre is 4th. Last Defenders in the corner are doing well. Cult of Pleasure, then Eotane. Richter's, Hunt Marshal, Kislev, Reichland, World Walkers, Numas, Eshin. Eshin are now 1 behind me. That bodes well, given that we're at war with them. That bodes very nicely indeed. Hylia. Oh, speaking of Eshin, there they are, coming in from Morkheim. No, indeed. So now the time has never been better to move on Morkheim. And then she can nip back and take the floating village. Death Gorge will rebel against us, but so be it. There's little that can be done there. Let's pop in a wall, though, so that we can be as best prepared as possible. We will take that, because that will give us free boosts with both Eotane and the Last Defenders, who we're trying to get on side. You can now do that, and you can... No, don't do that just yet, because I think I am going to swap out those other 2 archers. I'm going to gamble. I've gambled. Pop in Lothian Sea Guard again. I think it may also be a good idea to make... Oh, you can upgrade. Go on. Let's just get more money. I really want that to remain my bread basket. But it's... I probably should have swapped those 2 around and had the recruitment out here in Tor Ivres. Well, Tor Ivres can give us Sisters of Avalon, actually. So if she just nips over that line... Oh, that's a thought. So if you do abandon those, pop yourself down here. If we ignore Kuruwali for just a moment, head down there, then Sisters of Avalon become trainable and we can get them in quite quickly. Also, we can start putting in Mistwalkers. Oh, Knights of Torqueval are available. They cost 891 per unit. Are you joking? Hold on. I'm in the wrong place. That is where the system... Oh, well, at least we can train better troops by standing here. So what actually could we get if we do stay here? Skyhawks aren't very good at missile. Neither are Spire Guard. Lothian, I think, are the best of the options we have. It'd be interesting to see these units in action, though. And, of course, they have fantastic leadership. There was something about their missile strength which was boosted, but I can't see it now, and I don't know what that icon next to the missile strength means. Otherwise, it's archers, it's Lothian Sea Guard. She's got Silvering Guard, she's got 2 Sword Masters. Which cost so much more. Lúthien, we really need your Quartermaster skills here. I really would like to get something like Skyhawks or Sentinels of Astaril, because I think it'd be good to just see what they're like. And we've already got plenty of archers, so let's get... We should be able to afford 2. So in keeping with the sword, with the shield theme, sorry. Although I'm tempted with Skyhawks, because they just sound cooler. Skyhawks, AC 94, melee 62, range is 100, and missile strength is 19. Their range is 215. Oh, Sentinels of Astaril, welcome to the army. That's better than even the Sisters of Avalon. We've got Hinidawa in the army.
Loyal servant.
I expect the enemy will come for Tor Kuruwali, which we are going to rename, because I just don't like that name. Let's call it Tor Kothic, because then I'll remember which region it's in and what its purpose is, where we've got it. But now, let us attack the undead. We've got the garrison, it's a little depleted. They've got 2 units of Graveguard, Crypt Ghouls, Zombies, Black Knights, Vargeists, and Crypt Horrors. Deloria herself, and then we've got some spearmen and some archers.
For Asturian.
Come on, guys, we can do this. Let's hold Leonesse. And let us strike fear in the hearts of those that would seek to do erstwhile to us. The undead. Lothar von Seckenhof. No, other way around. Senkehof. Senkov, maybe? How would you say the E in the middle? Where are reinforcements coming in? Oh, that's a nice hill. That is a welcome addition. Although we'll pull back to this corner and corner camp like a little child. Get over here. Spearmen have arrived. Oh, they're going to have the forest. No, let's pull over here and make them sort of pull them out of all position. Deloria at the back. Archers come at the back as well. Oh, we haven't got very many troops at all, have we? It's all going to be you. They'll be a little tired by the time they arrive, though, hopefully. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, everyone. I trust your fingers are all crossed. And also, we have got that, so we can hide our units just at the last moment. I say at the last moment, though. They're all here. Punch it. Hit the Vargeists. Stop them from doing anything too dastardly. Spearmen quickly. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Yes! Yes, I saw your flank. I've got your number, sunshine. Off you go. Back to Buggery. Buggery is the official location of the undead. It's their official home. Archers, just sort of recoup. I really want to hit those Vargeists.
Can I hear me?
Spearmen! Swiftly!
Apace! Orders received.
As you say, ancestors!
Catch them. And you also catch them. They caught you just sort of on the flank, but now 2 spear units against the cavalry unit.
We advance!
Fancy those odds. Crypt horrors are coming. The Vargeists have been mostly dealt with.
Spearmen!
Understood! Right away!
It will be
Go and support them.
It will be done.
She's got the Vargeists on her own.
Without fail.
For duty!
Understood.
Graveguard moving in.
Advance!
Pull those archers back. Deloria, just keep them pinned, keep them pinned, keep them pinned. Nice charge in the Crypt horrors. Can you get over here and hit Lothar? Oh, the Vargeists.
Without fail.
Astilgarden.
We advance.
Turn and hit them, turn and hit them. They're going down. Their numbers are dropping. The entities are falling. Our archers are a little unsure about fighting against them, but nope, they're down.
For the king!
Archers!
Bring down that Graveguard unit at the back.
By your will. They die.
For Eltharion!
Come on, there's hardly any of them left. Their health is absolutely abysmal. 128. 66. Let kill the last one.
Obey.
Nice.
Ancestors!
Right, the Vargeists are dead. Our general should... Our noble, sorry, is hitting Lothar.
Noble lady.
Archers!
You guys can hit those Crypt horrors. Have you guys not killed those Black Knights yet? Come on, you're spearmen against cavalry. Do your thing, guys. Do your thing. Make your bodies sing. Move over there.
For the king!
Continue on the Crypt horrors. Continue on the Crypt horrors.
Defender of Old One.
Archers!
Defilers of the
Asturian!
very worst type of undead. Those that have been risen from sanctified and secure locations of death. In death, we all have a right to peace. And that is what I find so galling about these
For
forces.
Old One.
At once!
Ancestors! Without
Oh, you are losing to Lothar.
Understood. They're using magic!
Attack!
You come and support.
Forward!
We'll move you around on the right flank.
Champion of Order.
Deloria's hitting those. They're crumbling. Change on the Crypt horrors.
Archers!
Quickly now!
Flank around. Flank around. Come on.
For honor!
Elfry.
For duty!
Archers, get yourselves over there.
Battle!
Hit them, hit them, hit them. Oh no, hit that Graveguard in the middle. Why did you just reposition like that? That was the most bizarre decision.
Spearmen!
Spearmen. Get in there, hit them.
Slay them.
Loyal. Yes.
Come on. Oh, they are
Asa. Forward.
very good at not dying to arrow fire, aren't they?
Fighters.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Deloria, come on, give him a hit. Give him a ping.
Archers.
Archers, you're going to have to face those.
Loyal.
Come on, get back in the fight. He's going to go down.
At your command.
I think Deloria is as well.
Archers.
Those zombies are taking a beating.
It will be done.
The
Horasorio.
Graveguard aren't getting shot as much as I would like.
Charoy.
Charge.
Send him in to support those.
Shall be done.
Keep it up, keep it up. Come on, come on. Just keep shooting them.
We away. A pace.
Just keep shooting them, keep shooting them.
Without fail.
Spearmen, get down the hill and support those.
Without fail. Orders received.
Come on, get back in the fight. You know you want to. Oh, its crypt ghouls are in there as well.
Archers. Loyal.
They've separated out. They know what they're up to.
Assault princess. Vanui.
The zombies really are going down though. Their leadership is at 0. Let's move those archers there. You guys turn around and hit them. But I think this
For
is
the Ever Queen.
I think this is done, you know.
For Assyrian.
Spearmen.
Ah, we've got some more shots in there.
Archers.
These guys are nicely pinned back.
Orders received.
Oh, our lines have run. Even the zombies are still alive.
Princess of Ulthuan.
Ah, the crypt ghouls are now completely out of leadership.
Have courage.
Archers, change target. Graveguard. Archers pull out. The spearmen can hit them, surely. Come on, spearmen. They're crumbling. They're damaged to Spain. They're debilitated.
Attack.
No, we're running away and
Princess of Ulthuan.
it's over. And she's shot and missed. And another unit routed for good. Spearmen haven't routed for good. They are in fact dead.
Princess of Ulthuan. Seal.
They're routing. Everyone's routing. No, we are going to lose. We are going to lose Leonesse. If we had just been given one turn to train those 3 spear units, I think we would have done it.
Archers.
Princess of Ulthuan.
Pull back.
We just needed one turn. I don't think Deloria is going to win on her own, not unless he could die.
Archers. Quickly now.
I'm surprised that those crypt ghouls, despite having now 0 leadership, crumbling and debilitated, are still managing to fight on.
It will be done.
Acknowledged.
Orders received. For Ulthuan.
Run them over there.
March.
For order.
As you say.
They've just gone down to 12, 11, 10, 9. They should hopefully die before they reach our line.
Archers.
Deloria, if you can, through some sort of magic,
Pull back.
manage to win over there. No, we're never going to be able to stop him. Oh, you recovered.
Asur. Attack.
Pull back. Oh, come on, all you did was turn around. You didn't even shoot.
It shall be done.
Oh, they're out of arrows. No, there's no way you're going to win. You're going to break as soon as you get into the fight. Right, Deloria, you're up. I keep thinking DeLorean. Let's just rename her. I keep wanting to call her DeLorean. But she's not a car. Neither does she have the ability to jump forward into the future. So I don't think it's a rather fitting name. But no, this is over. Oh, and it is over. I don't need to concede defeat. We've lost. Damn it! 1 unit was probably all we needed. We killed everything but the damned Graveguard. They just endure arrow fire so well. And Lothar did really well. He was much better than our noble. Well, it's going to fall to be a rebel-held town, which is at least some reprieve. It won't go to Mousillon, but then they'll probably only confederate with them anyway. And it'll be back in their hands, and our foray into this land will be for naught. But at least our main army got out. So yes, we've ventured into these lands and come away. We'll probably come away with nothing. But our main army will have escaped, and that's what matters.
Princess
Oh,
of
though
Leonesse.
maybe. Let's boost you. I'm tempted to give her Inspiring Presence, actually. Oh, it's only a +5, though. Turn you into a better unit.
Our defenses
At your
will
service.
hold.
Because
As your lady.
This is impudence.
I can't attack on this turn, but they might attack us. Because, of course, we've got the garrison. Oh, the garrison's garbage. No, they do what they like. They're probably going to take it. I mean, there's a chance because their army now only has 2 Graveguard in it. So they've either got to pull back and grow their troops, which gives us time to grow ours, or we might be able to get them.
Master of high magic.
Anyway, we're ending the turn again, aren't we? And we're closing in on the end of the episode. There's probably only a few more turns left. Certainly no more battles left, I'm afraid. This will be the end of turn campaign episode 13. Go on, Eotane. Yes! Yes! Nagaron's forces on this land have been dealt a crippling defeat there. That's fantastic. Yeah, you move on, Torkothic. You go and get yourselves ready. I'll be back. Clan Eshin, you're going to hit Floating Village?
The Astra need.
Yep, congratulations. Take your little crappy little village back. Oh, and you've appeared at Dragonborn Mines. You've got 2 armies out of nowhere. I'm not annoyed by that. Why would that annoy me? Why would it be annoying that the AI can marshal 2 armies in the space of a single town in that much time? I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? This is why we need to absolutely wipe them out. The orcs, it almost doesn't matter. The Skaven just annoy me. They annoy me to beyond words. Lúthien has become a recruiter. In Blightwater we're going to get a rebellion. That's thingy, isn't it? No, we lost both of those. That's not a problem, because they're about to lose their main city.
Assume standard formation. March for Lilith.
Yeah, just move around him. Bitterstone Mine, whatever you can build, don't bother, because we're probably going to be losing you in a moment. Norivres, upgrade your walls. That's
Purest
quite important.
sorcery. Be prepared.
Right,
Azor.
and if you could train some more forces, so I don't want the Skyhawks, they cost so much. I'd be tempted to chuck a couple of them in. They cost almost nothing to train. Do we get Knights of Torgaval here? No, not yet. They cost 340. Their cost is almost less than that. I'll take 4 of them then. That'll be 1,200 off our total. That's all right. Then we've got space for 2 more. We want something relatively cheap. Silver and Guard. How much do you cost? Where are the Silver and Guard? Faith Bearers are 355. Oh, we don't have Silver and Guard here because we haven't got a second tier of the barracks, of course. Let's chuck in a couple of Rangers. Why the hell? What the hell? They're cheap. They'll pad out the numbers, and that'll give her a nice army. And she's replenishing
High
nicely.
Elven Archmage.
It's a shame you don't have Eltharion's trait, because you're going to hate being in this area for a long time. Now, Death Gorge has a reasonable garrison courtesy of the walls, and should actually have walls. Is that what the first tier does?
Order.
No, it's the second tier that gives it walls, doesn't it? So it'll still be a battle on the field, but at least we've got more units out of it. We'll take Morkai, and then we're going to have to pop back and get the mines. She's going to rustle up a force.
wield
She'll
the
have a good
wind.
couple of turns of replenishment, which should see her almost max out her army anyway, and then she can hit Floating Village. Norivres will hold. Don't you worry about that. Don't you doubt it for 1 second. And then we'll also attack them again. Oh, no, we won't. We'll definitely lose. They've gained extra units. They gain units even when they siege a town. That's fun, isn't it? Hold on. Are they sieging the town? Source settlement is under siege. So if the source settlement is under siege, why can she run away?
Princess.
You might as well. I mean, you'll just die if you stay there. The town's lost.
Lady of
But if you move down to Musalon, at least we hold a greater chance of holding it. I can't stop building those. We won't ever get the money back.
Relent.
That's not a particularly good army. Dark Shards, Black Orcs, Dread Spears, and Bleak Swords. And then look at that. Dear, dear. How many spears do you want to bring?
Princess of
I think we might
Alpha.
charge them, see how we do. I have faith. I have confidence in sunshine, and I have confidence in rain, and I have confidence that spring will come again. So I think we can charge them, and with the garrison of Torkothic on as well, we might be able to clinch it, because the army is pretty garbage. And I don't think... Oh, yeah, it's just come to you. No, I'm not peace treating you. We shall see you burn. It may take us an eternity, but we shall see you burn. But for now, that is going to be where this episode ends. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. I do hope you've enjoyed this as much, again, as I have enjoyed playing it. If you have any thoughts, comments, or advice, please do pop them in the comments below. I will read them, even if I may completely ignore them. I will read them. But until we speak again, dear friends, Nevair Naden Pedamad Melonin, and farewell.